All right, so we're going to go over all these colors of jelly beans. I think we're only going to get to about 3 today, um, and but we're going to start with the pink here. I just want you to notice on these that these have a highlight. There's one light area of the jelly bean and then a dark area of the jelly bean. And we're going to make a slow transition from light to dark on these. I've been training you guys yesterday, I trained you guys how to make that transition from light to dark so that it's not a sudden jump from light to dark. So that's what we're going to do today. So on your page, I want you to draw with a pencil. I want you to draw an oval. So I'm going to draw a rather large oval. All right, that's fine. And we're going to do the pink one first. And I'm going to erase the line here a little bit because I don't want the gray of the color of the pencil to mix with the light colors of the colored pencil. So I can still barely see my oval. So for pink, we're going to use pink. We're going to use crimson red, and we are going to use white. These are going to be our 3 colors: pink, crimson red, and white. So I am going to do a very light shade of pink over the whole rectangle. I appreciate you being respectful, Tiff. It is pink, crimson red, and white.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I am doing a very, very light pressure of pink over the whole thing.
It looks way better. That's how it's falling. You literally just on my. Wipe them out, bro. Wipe them out.
I don't know yet.
Nah, but I'm scared, bro. I'm first, bro. No, not he gonna do something. So we color it lightly.
I'm doing a very light layer, and my pencil lines are kind of sketchy, so I'm going back over it to keep it from being so sketchy. I'll do the next step in just a second. What's up, Felix? Okay, we'll share with somebody. Yeah, share with somebody. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to push a little bit harder on the pink pencil around the outer edges of the oval. It's going to look like this. I'm pushing a little bit harder, and then I'm easing up off the pressure as I go towards the center. Pushing down harder as I go towards the outside, easing off the pressure as I come towards the center. And also about this time, I'm going to decide which part of my oval is going to be the highlight and which part is going to be the shadow. So if this is my oval at the top of my page, I'm going to make the highlight on the right side and the shadow on the left side. So that means I can push down on the pink a lot more on the left side than on the right side. But I'm always making sure that I make a slow gradation from the heavier pink to the lighter pink. I'm pushing heavier around the outside edges, easing up off the pressure as I go in towards the middle.
This brother's going to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is all of this is pink. The pink is the only color I've used so far.
Damn.
All right, once again, I want to make this side my darker side. So I'm going to push down on my pink a little bit harder on this side. And I'm going to bring that pink up a little bit closer into this side. I'm easing off the pressure as I go in towards the middle, but I'm adding more pink and more pink. I can control my pencil better. I can control my coloring better if I do this in light layers. If I go too heavy too quick, then I can't erase that. You cannot erase colored pencil. So if you make a mistake, at least make a mistake where it's light and it doesn't really matter. If you make a mistake and it's heavy, then you're kind of screwed.
Is that why you have to say that in layers?
Yes, that's exactly why I have you build up your darks in layers. Because if you make a mistake on a light layer, then it's not as bad of a mistake as with a heavy layer. All right, I'm going to use my crimson red now, and I'm only going to use it on the dark side. So I'm using kind of a medium pressure on this, and I'm kind of just outlining the dark side of the jelly bean right now. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did, is bring that red up a little bit, and I ease up off the pressure as I go up towards the middle. I don't want to make a mistake and make it too dark too fast. I can bring just a little bit of my red up here. Bring a little bit more red up this way. And I'm barely touching the red over here. I want this to look pink. I don't want it to look red. All right, now I'm going to come back in with my pink. This time I'm going to push a little bit heavier. I'm pushing rather heavy on the outer edges and easing up off the pressure as I come in towards that highlight. Pushing down harder on the outer edges. Pushing down hard, easing up. Pushing down hard and easing up. Pushing down hard and easing up. And I'm going to color this pink right on top of the red. I want my jelly bean to look pink, not red. And I'm pushing rather hard with my pencil. And I'm blending it in now. There should be no white spots in this dark area where I'm coloring right now. And now I can start easing up off the pressure. All right, I need to sharpen my pencil for a second.
Me and Tracy next right here, going to Subway.
No, I was letting you know. Give me this. I said I can go get some for you.
I apologize.
I was not.
That's the one thing that can actually get to me.
Just because I always
Just make sure that darkness fades gently. It doesn't stop suddenly. All right, I'm back to using my pink. Easing up off my pressure, pushing down hard, easing up off the pressure, pushing down hard, pushing down hard. And I'm doing very lightly as I get towards my highlight. I still want my highlight to be bright. As I go away from the highlight, I push down harder. As I go towards the highlight, I ease up off the pressure. All right, now I'm going to use my white.
Oh, shit.
So watch carefully as I'm going to push down white really heavy over my highlight. I'm pushing down heavy with my white, and as I go out from that highlight, I'm easing off the pressure. I'm still pushing quite hard. All right, so I have used white on this area right here.
You used it hard.
Yes, I pushed down hard with my white on this area right here. I don't want to put any white down there because I want that to be dark. Now I'm going to come back in. I'm going to push really hard now with my pink. But as it gets towards that white area, I'm going to ease up off the pressure. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get rid of all those tiny little spots of white that's coming up through the paper. So as I push down hard, that is going to blend, and that's going to saturate the paper with the colored pencil. I'm easing up off the pressure as I come up towards the white, pushing down very hard around the outside edges, easing up off the pressure. Pushing down hard and easing up on the pressure.
Not a lot. Hey,
That shit look perfect.
Pushing down hard and easing up off the pressure.
I ain't got it.
Let me see right there.
Pushing down hard and easing up off the pressure.
I think it's comfortable. I need to say.
You good, bro? He just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting him like it. But I do gotta see that level.
All right, and now the dark area doesn't look dark anymore, so I'm going to go back in with my red. And I'm pushing down hard on the red, and I'm going to ease up off the pressure as I go in towards that pink.
I don't know if I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. I got it. Oh, no positivity ever comes your way.
Yes, ma'am. You bring it over here and I'll help you.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
You're getting that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That shit look hard, bro. That shit look gas.
So why are you talking shit right now? I need her to say cap.
Stupid business. Yeah, why nobody said it? Them ass.
See that all that negativity right now. What? You being negative?
Say no blue ass look.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nah.
Mine.
No, that's not good.
All right, and the last thing I'm going to do is do a final layer of white
Come on, slow down.
You said it right?
Say slow down.
over most of it. I still want that dark area to look dark, but I'm pushing down really hard on my white. All right, and your jelly beans should look like so. All right, later on, I'll show you how to make these white marks right here. We're doing that with paint. And then on our actual project, we're going to be using like a marker for the outlines of this. All right, now I'm going to put my colors away, and we're going to do the yellow one next.
Come on, wait.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to move on to the next jelly bean. I'm going to use canary yellow, and I'm going to use sienna brown. And I'm going to use white. I'm going to draw my jelly bean right here.
Hey, man, I don't have a Twitter.
Safe, bro. Ooh.
There we go. Okay.
And this time I'm going to make sure to erase so that I can just barely see my oval. This is my oval right here. The reason why I'm erasing is that the gray of the color of the pencil is going to mix with the yellow of the color pencil, and it's going to dull my yellow down. I want my yellow to be bright. Okay, so I'm going to make a light color of yellow over the whole jelly bean. I'm pushing down lightly.
Wait, what? What's it? White, yellow.
I'm white, yellow, and sienna
Oh my
brown.
gosh.
Sienna brown. Canary yellow, sienna brown.
Wait.
Canary yellow.
Canary yellow, sienna brown.
You said what? What brown?
Sienna brown.
Hey, but when you do it, it's from my nose.
I didn't even do nothing in the first place. The pencil head is. The lime head is. You said what, Marco?
Huh?
You said what?
I think
What?
I think
The cool brother.
Yeah, you're cool, but
I didn't even do it like that.
Oh, you was white?
since you're white.
I said do
Okay, once I have colored in the whole jelly bean, this light layer of yellow, shh, quiet please, shh, quiet please, shh. Once I've used this light layer of yellow over the whole thing, I'm gonna come in on the outer edges and I'm gonna push down a little bit harder on the yellow and ease up off the pressure as I go towards the center. Pushing down hard on the outside, easing up on the pressure as it comes in.
No, I was. You not. You can't read on my figure right now. You said what am I saying right
What
now?
are we making? Is this one also have a dark spot on it or no?
Who said I was even gonna say that? That's what they disrespectful. Forget serious in here, boy.
I don't care.
Alright, I'm ready to crash out. You ready to crash out? So you'll crash out. I'm ready for war. I just need a reason.
Okay,
I want to hold that to level.
so I want this yellow jelly bean to have a highlight, a light area, and a shadow, a dark area. So now I'm going to choose which part of the jelly bean I want to stay light and which part I want to stay dark. So I'm going to keep it consistent with the pink one. I'm going to have my light area on the right side and my shadow on the left side. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add more yellow to the left side. And I'm going to keep that right side as light as I can possibly make it. So I'm pushing down harder with my yellow on the left, easing up off the pressure as I go towards the highlight. Now I'm going to use my brown, my sienna brown, and I'm just going to very lightly go around the outside because I don't want to turn this into a brown jelly bean. I don't think I've ever seen a brown jelly bean unless it's like
That
jelly,
one from that.
Jelly Belly or Harry Potter
No,
jelly beans.
those little ones where it's like random. It's not random. Right. It has a. Yeah, they like trick you.
Yeah.
I hate those. They have like dog food. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, those are the Harry Potter ones.
Wait, no, think about it. Wait, no, act.
So I'm being very light with my brown down here. I'm trying to make dark yellow. I'm not trying to make brown.
Like,
No.
A week and a half.
Two.
A week and a half.
No, this must be in this week. It's about in this week.
So down here, I'm going to go a little bit darker on the very end. I'm giving like a medium to a hard pressure just to make that outline. And then I'm going to come in just a little bit more down here.
6 or 7.
You think that should look good?
Compared to the one I'm doing right now.
I'm talking about like his
Oh.
picture and mine. And he not in his
You just suck there.
nigga, look at your
Brother, look at yours.
Yeah. Say it again, Mr. Reese. Say, bro.
bro, Markel, 5 points.
I don't say that. I'm a man of God.
All right. Now I'm going to push really heavy with my yellow along the outer edges. And as I go in towards the highlight, I am going to ease up off the pressure. I'm pushing rather hard out here. Pushing rather hard, easing off the pressure,
Wait, what did you say?
easing off the pressure here. Pushing hard and easing off the pressure.
Well, no, they probably
Next week. What?
Pushing hard, easing off the pressure. Pushing hard now, easing off the pressure.
I ain't busting him no more, bro.
You ain't get no more blessings. You mean?
Wait, why do we say busting though?
It just saying. Amen.
So why don't we say when we call them? What about cost? Why don't we say nothing? Cost sounds like you're actually down. Why did you do that?
It's looking good. I'm going to use a little bit more of my brown down here on this area.
I'm talking about the dude right there.
Oh yeah.
I'm using a light pressure to a medium pressure down here.
Like that. That's that brown, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But shut up, my God.
What? Shut up, bro. It just got awkward side to
Move very lightly here.
God, I swear.
Because you had your feet on the chair and you was like, oh, what? Where? Didn't you have your feet on the chair, right? So you did have your feet on the chair. Yeah, you had at the start of class. You did have your feet on the chair.
Now I'm going to push down hard with my yellow.
No. See, you know, our table's over here and your table's over there.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Now you go let her instigate you like this. I'm just saying, I would let her. Are you gonna let
What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get this harsh edge to soften up a little bit. So I'm just using a really light layer of brown. All right, and then my final layer is I'm going to use white over the highlight. And I'm pushing down white as I go into this area right here. I'm pushing down really hard to make it blend with each other.
How far is the lane?
It's not far.
What's up with y'all today?
Okay, I needed quiet, please. All right, so for the next one, we're gonna do green. I need true green, grass green, indigo blue, and white. True green, grass green, indigo blue, and white.
No, I was. Why do you think we're talking about? We're not talking about. Wait, what?
Okay, I'm going to color in the whole thing with a light layer of true green.
That's supposed to do that with me. What do I leave the middle white?
Are you talking about
So it's true green, white, and that's it.
No.
true green, indigo blue, grass green, and white?
Like load absolute a little bit.
Indigo blue looks like black.
Oh, so one that looks like
On there. They all look the same.
That's kind of racist.
No, it is.
Indigo looks like black, but it's reed.
Hey, what am I gonna go do it?
Oh, grass.
Are you sure? Like, that's gonna be honest. There you go. Look at that.
Why are you switching? Where's my
Indigo blue said 10 times.
Why the indigo? Listen,
Literally,
no, do you think?
I was talking about
Yeah,
color.
good.
No, we're literally talking about color pencils. Oh my god.
Oh, God. He's like, where's bro? He's like, where's blue? And I'm like,
No, ovals are really ovals. Mine
It
actually
was a joke. We're not talking that. No, it was a joke. We're not talking that. Well, I don't know about him.
I don't care about what he looks like, bro. These are jelly beans to me. But I would like eating these. I would know.
Is that a problem?
Yes, Rob.
Okay.
I'm tired. Can y'all talk
All right,
about
better.
some puppies or something? Please.
Actually,
no, I
think I'm gonna talk to you like that.
I want to marry. I want to marry.
This is true green.
No, you can't just say that. You can say, oh, hey, yeah.
But, you know, I was only moving to him, which means like I'm friends, but like barely.
I don't know if my grandma still does that.
Wait, Mister, what color are you doing now?
True green.
Why are you playing around, man?
Okay, once I have my light layer of true green, I'm going to come around the outer edges and push a little bit harder and ease up off the pressure as I come in.
I used to be so cool with my grandma, bro. We used to go fishing. And
Don't say nothing
You
crazy.
know what my mom just sent me?
we used to go fishing.
Did you really ask him not to say that crazy?
I literally saw
Hey,
that.
people tell me, like, why do you like? It's my
That's my
kid.
grandfather's son.
Oh my Jesus.
Me and my grandpa we used to go fishing, right? And he died.
Okay, but does yours beat skin cancer?
Huh?
That was a skin cancer photo.
Isn't it?
Which one's worse? There's that skin cancer?
No, mine doesn't have skin cancer. Mine's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But mine is gonna be dead, so that's like more important.
Anyway, so our work, our class.
He's terrible. Well, I don't know. Hey.
Come on, bro. It's hard to die, bro.
That's all you say, bro.
Alright,
He used to call you a little boy.
But you looking at the
Hey, what's going on?
wait till we get out of class. It's all big. I'm saying I'm big.
Just like me get hot. Am I- am I-
Don't be wondering.
What about Mike?
Well,
So I need now to decide what part of this is going to be a highlight and what part is going to be a shadow. So I'm going to keep it consistent with my others, and I'm going to put my shadow down in this area And so that I'm going to add more green down here.
What I have to watch for?
Again, bro.
To go into the middle, like here.
No, bro.
So I'm only doing a little bit from the sides. So I ease up off the pressure as I come in towards the middle. But you're asking me how far to go?
Something's good, or do you want to go a little bit farther?
Go farther. In fact, once I start putting in my shadow, my highlight is over here. So I'm going to add more down here.
Mr. Reese, what the? Mr. Reese, look at this.
I see
Mr.
it.
Reese, bro. This is the opposite color of what I just put on my paper. Like I don't even know how that works. I'm gonna bring you the color pencil too, cause no way. Bro, you saw this shit ain't working.
Now I'm going to use my grass green to make the shadow down here.
Oh, don't vote. Okay, but that was weird.
Mr. Reese, this is buns. It's bunions.
It's gonna fail.
Can I find a girl that?
Okay, everybody, there's 2 more minutes before the end of the period. I am filming, so I'm going to continue doing this even after the bell rings. So go ahead and put your colored pencils in your locker, in your backpack.
We gotta go.
Put your sketchbooks in your locker, in your backpack. Yeah, and pull it in. Pull it in. Like, add more and add more and add more. It's not just an outline.
He feeling a little right there.
I think he was like, oh, you know how to make. We do that picture. We do that picture right here. That nigga fell in love, but hey, that nigga fell in love. Hey, what you do that picture? Oh, I
Okay.
I'm not the only one.
Hey, you say you're not the only one that fell bad.
You're a woman.
That's
Yeah, say no.
They try to steal my shit.
They want to play on outside. Well, no, I think that was.
Practice.
See ya.
Take a lot.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm pushing harder as I go out towards the outside, just like I did with all the others. And I ease up off the pressure. I'm still using my grass green. And I'm just adding layers of this grass green. And I'm using like a medium pressure on this. And I ease up off the pressure as I come up here. All right, and I think what I'm going to do is then come in with my true green. I'm pushing down hard on the outsides. and easing up off the pressure as I go up, but this is still like a medium pressure. Now I'm easing up on the pressure, really light. Pushing down hard and easing up, pushing down hard and easing up, pushing down hard and easing up. All right, I'm going to come back in with my grass green, pushing down really hard, and easing up off the pressure, pushing down hard, easing off the pressure, pushing down hard, easing off the pressure. I'm going to use my indigo blue just around the outsides here, just to give it just a little level of darkness. I'm easing up, I'm pushing down harder around the outer edge and then easing up off the pressure as I come in. Then I'm going to use my white and I'm going to push down really hard on the white, and I am going to ease up off the pressure as I go out, but I'm still pushing down hard on that white.